Welcome everybody. Finally got something in from Advan Black. Hope you all are ready to watch. So, we're gonna get started today. And we will see boy, this plastic's tough. Now you can get these non-painted, and of course got some Advan Black stickers. Shout out to Alan. Little card, and of course they sit there and say thoroughly stop, make sure the product is not defective in any way, shape, or form. That includes the paint. So we will do that here. Put that right there out of the way. And let's see what's in the box. It took me, I ordered this about 5 weeks ago. 4 or 5 weeks ago. So it does take a little while to get the paint matched items. I will say that. And as you can tell, they are tightly packed. Box and the items. So this is wrapped. I gotta see how it's wrapped, so I don't. Gotta love these wasps and yellow jackets and stuff. Find the edge of the cellophane so I don't unwrap this and it end up coming everywhere, because I don't want to use a knife and accidentally scratch the paint. That would be a bad thing. Ooh, these are pretty. And like I said, they are nicely done. They even have the spark plug wire holder that's on the bottom side of these. Just sit here. Try to get a little bit close. Can't really tell because the phone's the other way, but this right here is the spark plug holder. There's that side. Of course, put that there. There's the other. And it too has a spark plug holder. And it even comes with mounting hardware if you don't already have stuff already installed. So, let's get to this, shall we? Now, please mind the shakiness. Try to do this as smoothly as I can. But, as you can see, well, if I can get the camera up in here. There's where the spark plug goes. Or the wire, I should say. There's a bolt there. And there's a bolt right there that you got to get to. That's how these come off. Take them off. This should just slide up, down, out of the way. So, in theory, turn this around for a second. Oof, y'all looking at the sun. Sorry about that. In theory, well, should be able to just take these off and put the other ones in. So we'll get to that here in just a second and see if I'm right, because it's gonna be interesting. Yeah, Hawk sees something he's after. Of course, there's a neighbor cutting his yard again 2 days after he done it the other day. I guess retirement life does get boring, I guess, and you gotta figure something out. Ah, there we go. Of course, the bag that you see laying on the ground is what stays in the bike. So, of course, naturally, turn myself around. Daughter's chalk, or granddaughter's chalk, I should say, not the daughter's. And she practically is my daughter. She stays here, lives here with me, so. And let's see here. I know it's not a 1/2 inch. So let's go with 7/16. And helps if I get it on the right hole. Alright, 7/16 it is. So you'll need one 7/16 inch ratchet, socket. Where did I put my wobble head? I know where there's a wobble head. Be right back. Okay. Wobble. So, if you got a wobble, great. If not, well, looks like you're gonna have to use the crescent wrench, which could take a while. So, having tools, yeah, it helps. I mean, I keep a basic tool set with me, so it's not always a headache, but there are times when it becomes a headache. Like this one down here at the bottom. Probably gonna need a 7/16 inch combination wrench. Let's see if I got one. Only problem about a tool bag is you gotta dig through the tools. Chargers, hand grip, zip ties upon zip ties, other old hand grip, butt splices for roadside emergency situations. Oh, hang on there. I think I got an idea. See if this thing works. Oh, yes. See. Okay. See if this works. If not, I'm going to have to go with this bad boy. So, not every job is easy, and every job can be done easily. There are some jobs that just are a pain in the butt. I'm going to have to use the other. Okay, so, needless to say, other thing, if you got watches, metal, rings, so on and so forth, probably best to take all that off beforehand. Okay, that way it's tight. Now I will say, if you don't have, or if you've got crescent wrenches, it's going to be a pain in the butt. I've got these that I got from Lowe's last year on sale for 30 bucks was a set, and they actually have the heads that ratchet and actually angle. These are a lifesaver, as you're fixing to see, because, okay, that way's tight and this way is loose. Because all I got to do is hold this there. Wow. That screw wasn't hardly in there. That's kind of scary. In a way. But comes right out. All I had to do is break it loose and voila. Advan Black carries the exact same screws and the exact same setup. So, get that one done. And we'll break this one loose on the top. And at the time, I'd like to say thanks to anybody and everybody that's watching, or that watches this video, watches me epically chit chat. I normally don't do these type of videos. I try to do lives of doing this stuff, but at the same time, been trying to do different types of video setups. Oop. Good thing I hate wobble heads. They do suck. I'm not gonna lie. But these screws ain't really in there that tight. Shockingly. This one's just dirty, so. I can feel the grime around it. But Advan Black last month was on Dr. Harley's live, and he came on the live for people to ask questions and this and that and the other. And of course, naturally, me riding the trike, and I forgot about them. Yeah, about that. I'm gonna have to go get some double-sided tape so I can retape these on. So yeah, if you've got aftermarket LED lights, might want to plan a little bit ahead for this. I've completely forgot that I put these on there. Truth be told, I forgot they're attached to this. So this will take just a little bit longer. Trying not to break the LED. All I'll do is go get some alcohol pads real quick. Get some of my double-sided tape. So I'll be right back. Stay tuned for these short messages. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, commercial break over. Let's say, make sure, yep, it's still working. Good. So, we're going to take a little bit of this alcohol. Let that dry off some. Oh yeah, that's gonna look pretty. Clean both sides. Close the alcohol for said now. Looks like I need to get some more stripping. Redo the strip. This is some older stripping, so it's not. It's a little bit wider than what's normally on a setup, but yeah, shoot, that's still a bit too wide. But we're gonna sit here, and yes, I may edit this stuff, may not. I may just let it leave, let y'all watch, see how much fun this can be. Considering those that have LEDs, typically I would say that's probably 9 times out of 10 where I've got my LEDs on this bike is probably the exact same spot. So yes, if you are doing this job at your house on your own, I'm going to say there's a very good likelihood you will have to do this. So just keep that in mind. Yeah. So what I'm going to do is leave this like it is for the time being. And, ooh, it's shiny. And I'm going to say just get the bolts started. Not so much get them tightened down, this and that and the other thing, because you still got to play with them a little bit to make sure you find the hole that you got to get it in. So, best thing to do, get it started. There goes somebody on the bike. And just get it started for the time being, so that way you can make sure this is lined up where it needs to be at, because there is slots. It is a little bit slotted. Granted, not a fan of how loose they were. I should have actually, it doesn't say to do so, but thinking about it, I am going to actually do something a little bit different. And I got the top one pretty tight, or tight enough. Where is it? It's, well, now I got it in here. Where will they be? Ah, there they are. See? Tool bag, keep red and blue Loctite, and plenty of zip ties, as you can tell. So, yes. And I'm actually going to put, even though it doesn't say anything about it, so we all know Harleys like to freaking vibrate, so I am going to put just a tiny bit of dab of blue Loctite on this, just to make sure it doesn't come off too easily, if you get what I mean. It's got to work a little bit. Considering these weren't exactly on there very tight, don't exactly make me too fond of the idea of not putting any kind of blue Loctite on them. So, granted, I'm sure there's instructions, but yeah, I didn't exactly read them. I'm a guy, we don't read instructions. But I mean, it is kind of sort of common sense how to put something together. So, but also fun trying to make sure you don't get Loctite all over the place. Ah, heck. Welcome to my show. Now you see why. Sometimes it takes me a while. I'm not a pro at this stuff. Besides that, I also got big hands. So the bigger the hands you got, the harder this job is. You got tiny hands, this ain't that bad. I'm sure. Again, not being able to see doesn't help me none either. I hate it when I can't see what the hell I'm doing. Then again, ladies, that's why mechanics are so good with their hands, and especially their fingers. That's because we do know how to do things with our hands and our fingers. We do like to get them in tight places. Did I say that out loud? Oops. I'm actually probably getting these tighter than what they were from the factory. I'm gonna guess. And my guess is this is from the factory this way, especially for this bike, anyways. You can hear the ratcheting of the crescent wrench. This little thing right here is probably the best thing for the job, really. Less aggravating. Now that we do that, we'll take our LED strip. Firmly press where we had it to begin with, or whoever done your thing, whoever done it, and we will slide the spark plug wire back in spot, back into its little hole, its little slot. Now, onto the other side. So, I'm going to take the camera and actually put it on the other side for y'all to see that. Okay, it's recording. So, being I done figured out I don't need this stuff, I'm not going to get it. I'm going to get this, the stripping, that, the other crescent wrench, and I'll come over here to side 2. But as I was saying, give y'all an idea, this is the 7/16 inch. And this is what this right here is probably the best thing to use, truth be told. So, trying to feed you guys. Oh, that's tightening. Okay, bottom one was easy to get to this time. Sorry if I'm not facing you completely, but I do gotta kind of sort of see what I'm doing. This side the pain in the butt. The top one is anyways. But I will say, dang it, I know what I just forgot. The blue Loctite. Here's one screw. No bolt, not necessarily a screw. And I am sorry about the lawnmower, but neighbor, I guess, wants a golf course. That is my guess. It literally, he just got done cutting the grass Tuesday. Here it is Thursday, he's cutting it again. Granted, it rained a little bit yesterday. Yesterday morning to be exact. Alrighty, got the second bolt down. Peel this off. And yes, this ain't some... I do need to redo my LEDs, because these ones are getting... They're about 4 years... Yeah, they're getting to be about 4 years old, actually, come to think of it. And they're getting a little... They're not really getting dim. There's just brighter LEDs out there now. Granted, the biggest problem is the yellowing of the LEDs part that's exposed to the heat, the elements. It's more yellowish than the bottom side is. So we'll clean that off. Go over here. Alcohol wipe this down. Look like that got dirtier. Didn't get cleaner, it got dirtier. Make sure the thing don't go nowhere because it's painted. Definitely don't want to scratch it up before it's on the bike. That would be an insult to injury, especially to Advan Black, who did an excellent job on these. Thank you, Alan? Yeah, I think it's Alan. Mr. Advan Black. Thank you for his conversation that me and him had a little bit, and him discussing the possibilities of looking into trike-based parts. Because he noticed as well as I have that trikes, whether y'all want to admit it or not, trikes are actually becoming a thing. See, that's going to look a lot better. Before, after. I like it. I like it a lot. So, yeah. I'm going to get the blue Loctite real quick out of the bag. And I want to take this time to thank everybody for watching, because we're almost done. As you can tell, this is not a real long, strenuous job. Not really that time consuming. It's really not. And there is another option, and there is another item that Advan Black offers. That may be a possibility for trikes. Well, I know the tour packs are as well. I will say that. Tour packs are definitely another item that can be used. As far as most of the other stuff, don't really know. I'm wanting to try a chin piece, but at the same time, not exactly sure it'll work. Because if you ride a trike, you will realize there's a bar that our trikes have that aren't exactly found. There's a stabilizer on the front of our butt, on the front of the trikes, that's not a part of the tip of the rest of the two-wheel world, because it helps defeat the possibility of the death wobble. So that is one reason why it's better to get a factory trike than Let's see here. Where is that screw at? No, it's down here somewhere. Okay, there's that one. Where's the other one? Is that it? Surely that's not it. It might be. Okay. So that one's an actual shiny silver piece. Okay. That's awkward because the other side is just a thing. Like I said, just a dab. And definitely don't tighten these all the way in. Get them started first. Just get them tight enough to get started. Because as I'm noticing, I'm gonna have to move the spark plug wire around a little bit because it's like right up on there for some reason. So yeah, once you get that on there, that one's awkward. I don't get it. Don't know why. There it goes. Just don't like the way how that freaking spark plug wire sits directly on the motor. There it goes. That's better. I was gonna say, surely that dang thing ain't supposed to be touching. So, now we get the fun part. Tightening that ass up. So, I'm gonna turn around real quick. Might even lay down for this one. My back is starting to hurt. Alrighty, and there we have it. All done. Just that quick. You can change the looks of your bike. And about reality, depending on... let's zoom out here for a minute. So depending on how long it is, whether you got LEDs or not, You can go from this to this. All like that. I will actually, and I am actually going to save the heat shields because not everybody's got them, and well, I might actually give them away to somebody that may want them. So, there you go. Two Advan Black parts for trikes. Rear speaker pods, which is right there, and the whole heat shield matching, paint matching heat shields.